My 9-year-old is the only other person who knows what my mother said to me in that parking lot. He has never repeated it, and he has started standing between us. It started 3 weeks ago after Sunday lunch. My mother asked me to walk her to her car while Eli finished his ice cream inside. In the parking lot, out of everyone's sight, she smiled the same warm smile she gives the whole family and told me exactly what she was going to do to me. I didn't know Eli had followed us until I saw him behind her, cone melting down his wrist, staring at her like she was a stranger. Since that day, he won't leave me alone with her. If she moves toward me, he moves too. At dinner, he drags his chair between ours. When she reaches to hug me, he steps into the gap. He's 9. He doesn't have the words for what he heard, but he understood it better than anyone at that table. My wife, Sarah, died 14 months ago. Since the funeral, my mother has been helping. Groceries. Sleepovers, she suggests, and I decline. And lately, a story she tells our relatives when she thinks I can't hear. At my sister's place last Sunday, I came back from the bathroom and caught the end of it. He's not sleeping, my mother was telling my aunt. He forgets things. I found Eli's inhaler in the car last week. A child could die like that. I've never once forgotten his inhaler, I said. The whole room turned. My mother pressed a hand to her chest. See? This is what I mean. He gets so angry now. Grief changes a man. Mom, stop. I'm only saying it because I love you both. She looked at my aunt. Someone has to think about that boy. Eli got up from the kids' table, crossed the room, and stood in front of me, facing her. He didn't say a word. That night, I understood what she was building. Witnesses, a record, a grieving, unstable father who isn't coping. I looked into it. Sarah's life insurance sat in a trust for Eli, and if I were ever declared unfit, the next of kin managed it, my mother. So I stopped fighting it out loud. I let her think it was working. The next Sunday, I asked her onto the back porch, alone. I put my phone in my shirt pocket, screen down, recording. I've been thinking about what you said, I told her. Maybe you're right. Maybe Eli would be better off with you. Her whole face changed. The warmth dropped away like a coat. Finally, she said, I was starting to think I'd have to do it the hard way. The hard way? The lawyer already drafted it. She said it the way you'd mention a hair appointment. Diminished capacity. 2 aunts who'll swear you're a mess. I raise Eli and I manage Sarah's money until he's 25. She smiled. Which is really until I'm gone. And if I fight it with what? You're a widower who loses inhalers and talks to himself. She tilted her head. Who's a judge going to believe, sweetheart? A man falling apart or his worried mother? That's what I told you in the parking lot. I'll take that boy and I'll make everyone thank me for it. And there's not one thing you can do to stop me. Behind the screen door, Eli had come to stand between us again. She never noticed him. She only ever noticed him when there was an audience. Say it once more, I said. So I'm sure I understand. She rolled her eyes, impatient, indulgent. I am going to take your son and your dead wife's money, and there is nothing you can do about it. Clear enough, Crystal? I said. I walked back into the dining room where my aunts and my sister were finishing dessert. My mother followed, already rearranging her face into worry. I set my phone on the table, tapped it, and turned it up. Her own voice filled the room. I am going to take your son and your dead wife's money, and there is nothing you can do about it. My aunt's fork hit her plate. My mother lunged for the phone, and I moved it out of reach. There's more, I said. The lawyer, the diminished capacity, the 2 aunts who will swear I'm a mess. I looked at them. She means you. Turn it off, my mother hissed. You planted the inhaler story. You've been building a paper trail for a year to take my son and Sarah's money. I let the parking lot line play again, her voice bright and cruel over the Sunday dishes. You said no one would ever believe me. You forgot the 9-year-old standing right behind you the first time, and again tonight. My mother turned to Eli and reached for the smile she saves only for him. He stepped behind me, and for once he didn't have to stand between us, because there was no one left in that room she could still perform for.